Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? We have some breaking news actually coming out of Israel, and it has to do with the Rabbi Yehuda Glick. You guys know that, of course, back in May of 2015, I went to Jerusalem and interviewed Yehuda Glick for my YouTube channel. It's actually a 4-part interview. I'm one of the first journalists, if you will, to actually get to interview him and let him talk about the day, the night that he was almost assassinated. He was shot 4 times, point blank, by a Palestinian jihadist who said that he was an enemy of Allah and shot him 4 times. Now we know that Rabbi Yehuda Glick survived this and has been the leading and is the leading rabbi of getting the Temple Mount access for the Jewish people. Well, we have news just now coming out of Israel that Rabbi Yehuda Glick may become a member of the Knesset due to a new amendment. Rabbi Yehuda Glick, the most prominent activist for the rights of Jews on the Temple Mount, may become a Knesset member. The development is the result of a vote that happened today, just an hour or so ago, in the Knesset Law, Constitution, and Justice Committee to approve 2 amendments to the so-called Norwegian law, which allows ministers to resign from the Knesset while remaining in the government, thus allowing other members of their same party into the parliament in their stead. And one of the amendments introduced would set the number of ministers who would be allowed to do this at 3. And those 3 have been chosen. They are, and I'll say their names wrong, but please forgive me, but Shireen Haskell, Amir Hanna, and Rabbi Yehuda Glick, respectively. So those 3 would get to fill that seat. Now, of course, this amendment was just approved, but now has to go before the Knesset for another round of approvals. If it goes through, Yehuda Glick, who was nearly assassinated 9 months ago, may find himself, and he is without question leading the charge. Folks, I mean, are you serious? This man is literally leading the charge for Jews to be allowed to visit the Temple Mount, be allowed to pray on the Temple Mount. He also, one of the founders of the, and was the director of the Temple Institute in the rebuilding of the Third Temple. He now is the president of the Heritage Foundation for the Temple Mount. And he just got back actually from visiting some of the Muslim leaders in Turkey who are actually, reaching out to him in an apologetic way, really. And so he just got back from that trip. Now, we also know that he's involved with the finding of the gold in Mount Elat. And he is the one responsible, or has the legal ownership, if you will, of that gold, in which he wants to use for the rebuilding of the Third Temple. I mean, so you got to understand. So he contacted me. I went to Jerusalem. We sat down. We had a wonderful time of fellowship, and then a 4-part interview right here on YouTube. I need you to watch that if you really want to get a feel for Rabbi Yehuda Glick. He is really a wonderful man, and I really feel like God is using him in these times. Israel certainly is under some very serious threat all the way around. So where does Yehuda Glick fit into this? Well, let's continue to watch. But one thing's for sure, Israel, the nation of Israel, is getting ready to go through a September to remember. And that's what we're facing as the United Nations will gather. Will they vote to make Palestine a state? Or will they vote to make Jerusalem an international city? And how does Israel defend itself with the Iranian nuke deal? Since the paperwork in that deal says that all 6 superpowers are obligated to defend Iran. So anyway, we'll get back with some more information here. But are you serious? Yehuda Glick may become a member of the Knesset. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to Bible prophecy. We're living in very prophetic times as the 4th blood moon approaches in late September. Give your life to Jesus Christ, because we are living in a time like never before. Time is running out.